Hey everyone, welcome to Burn Pilates. My name is Lydia, and today I'm going to be leading you through a reformer-inspired class. This is a class that's been taken and inspired directly from my in-person group reformer classes. This class is called Sculpt. We mix yoga strength postures with Pilates core principles to get in a full body class here on the mat, all with, of course, the same intention as if we were working on a machine. You're going to be using a yoga block along with a set of light handheld weights. I don't suggest going heavier than 5 pounds. Mine are 3s. Set up your mat. Keep your weights at the top of your mat set up so that they're easy to grab. Keep some water close by as well. And let's get right into our reform mat sculpt practice. Welcome. Just starting with your legs in a light bend, standing where you can feel your weight trickle down from your head, through your neck, shoulders, all the way down through your spine, through your hips, grounding you through your 10 toes and heels in the floor. Bring your hands to your stomach or your ribs and just start to breathe, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Feel how your ribs are expanding as you inhale. And as you exhale, cultivate length through your waistline, ribs knitting together. You want your upper back present as you breathe. Expand and extend and open through your chest. And exhale, just release your arms next to your side body and smoothly taking a Pilates roll down. Breathing in, chin to sternum, knees staying soft. Go slow and round through your back and feel each part of your spine get heavy, taking you for a stretch in your hamstrings. Weight into the hands and feet, bend as much as you need and make sure that you're not locking out through your legs. You don't want to push your hips behind your heels. You want to keep your sit bones over top of your heels, so as you lengthen and articulate that soft arch through your lumbar, your knees are staying soft so that you can stretch your hamstrings. On your next breath in, bend your knees and start to unravel one vertebrae at a time, taking your arms all the way up, full stretch towards the ceiling. Look up and exhale. Draw your elbows through a cactus position all the way down, opening up through your chest and sternum. And again, Pilates roll down, breathing in. Getting heavy through your posture, fingers wide, take a full inhale and exhale. This time as you bend your knees, sink your hips down, let your heels lift. Get your fingers nice and light on the mat as you roll your shoulders up and back. Maybe you find a balance right here, arms long, shoulders away from the ears. As you inhale, reach your fingers to the floor, find your balance. Press your heels down and without locking the legs, fold your upper torso toward your thighs. Breathing in again. Coming down, choosing where you stop. Choosing where you take your movement to. Starting to intentionally make choices here as you start to move. The next time you bend your knees all the way down, keep your heels lifted, walk your hands forward. And right away, flexing feet into ground. Take a full inhale. Stretching out through your stomach and back, going through a couple cat-cows here. Pull your chest through and try not to just articulate through your neck. Really feel your breastbone, your sternum get pressed to the floor as you articulate length. Exhale. One more time. Breathe into your body and exhale, press to the floor. Scoop your abs up, stretching all the way back. Heels to floor, upper body reaches long to the arms. Take your next breath in. Hold the posture, and on your exhale, lift your heels, take your right knee down, find the floor, fully stack your toes, pull your chest all the way through, and then stretch all the way up and back. Alternating legs. Deep breath in, left toes down. Find the floor, Stretch on out, maybe even get lighter on your fingertips. Deep breath in. Start to mobilize as much as you can through your thoracic spine. Hold the stretch right here. Take a full inhale. On your exhale, lift your heels. Come all the way down. And from here, just go into a stretch. Hold for a nice moment here to breathe into your back. Set your intention, and on your exhale, unravel. Stacking your hands under your shoulders, flex your toes, press on back. And from here, walk your feet one at a time all the way towards parallel, stacking knees under hips, bend. Deep breath into your nose, get heavy through your hips. Use your legs and thighs to unravel one vertebrae at a time. Send your energy into your arms, lift on up. And from here, stretch your arms all the way down to your sides. Set up your arms right here next to your hips, knuckles facing out, palms facing in. Straighten through your thighs and activate right away through your glutes and through your core. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, lift your heels all the way up and continue to stretch your arms down. Feel an energy connection to the floor. You're pressing your fingers down. Heels are lifted. Take a full breath in. Hold the lift, and then on your exhale, push your heels like you were sinking 3-inch stilettos into grass. Deep breath in to lift. And exhale. Adding opposition, keep the arms stretched down as you lift your heels. And as your heels lower, reach and extend your arms out forward, stabilizing your shoulders, keeping your collarbones nice and wide. Inhale, lower, push down. Exhale, pull up. Don't get into any bounce or pop through your legs, but rather feel right here where you're lifting your whole body up in one complete unit. Go for a last set of 2. Finish your last one here. Take your heels down, straighten your arms forward. Send your hips back into a light Pilates tilt back. Reach your right leg behind you. Find the floor, pushing your right heel down so you can stretch your calf. You're gonna inhale, reach your arms down, frame your left knee, and see that your left knee is right over top of your heel. It's behind the front of your ankle. So you wanna have that little bit of an extension where you're working more your hamstring, pulling your left hip back. Lift your arms all the way up, frame the positioning right next to your ears. Deep breath in as you lower, and exhale. Adding on as your arms come down, you press to the floor with your right toes. You contract your glute, your upper body stretches. You're not overarching. Your hips and ribs are staying connected from your core, and as you stretch your heel back down, your arms extend right over the ground, stretching next to your temples. Breathe in and exhale. The left knee is staying exactly as is in space. There might be a little bit of a lift of your hips, but you're never pushing your hips forward and back. So you're never going from this position to this position. You're not going forward and back, you're going up and down. So the left knee is simply allowing you the space to elongate using your hamstring, your glute, your inner thigh. Go for a last set of 2. And exhale, reach, reach, reach. Finish with one more. Deep breath in. And exhale, keep your toes flexed on your right foot, and now extend. Your upper torso reaches forward, hips are back, abs are pulled in. Take a full inhale, bring your arms all the way in through a tight bend, wrist to shoulders, nice strong W shape, and stretch over the floor. Feel the length you're increasing through your body in this opposition. As your arms reach forward, you're extending your ribs away from your hips, and as your right toes are staying flexed on the ground, pulling you back, your hips are getting longer and longer away from your ribs. We're creating that length through our abdominals, abdomen. Hard word to say when you're working. Go for a last set of 2 and reach all the way out. Take a final one, deep breath in. Exhale, extend. Bring your arms all the way down, come all the way up. Take right away your arms through a lifted parallel. Deep breath into your nose, stretching through your thighs. No bend in the knees. You're extending energy all the way down to the floor. Glutes are activated. Exhale, lift your heels and start to lower down. Again, find this lift and lower. Just like tendon stretch on the machine. If you've done Sculpt with me before, on the machine, you know that the class involves a lot of control and keeping postural work coming from where you're working stability, where you're working mobility, where you're getting also that flexibility. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower, adding on as your feet come down. Take your arms, lift them up to the ceiling in opposition. Don't let your back start to pop out. Keep your ribs aligned over your hips. Use your core. From the glutes, from the abs, exhale. Feel the opposition, heels push down, arms are reaching on up. You're stretching from here all the way down to here. Reach, extend. Feel this in your stomach wall the more you stretch on up. Go for 2. Go for a last one. And exhale. Keeping your feet down flat, take your arms forward, stretching your left leg all the way back. First, find the floor with your left heel. Feel where your calf are in a stretch. From here, look down at your right knee. You want to see that again, it's right over top of your heel, but not over top of your heel ankle forward. It's that back positioning. Notice there's a little bit more of an angle that's drawing my right hip back, allowing my hamstring to work. Take a full breath in and exhale, lift on up. Arms framing those temples. Deep breath in, lower down like you're moving through water. Find the resistance right here. Now you're gonna add on the coordination. Lift your arms all the way up as your heel is down, and then breathe out as you stretch your arms, framing that right hip. Inhale, left heel to floor. Exhale, press on up. Again, work the opposition and don't let your back start to go into a vertical and then diagonal. You're keeping the relationship. So as the hips go up and you're stretching your arms, you're lengthening your spine. You're stretching, but you're also trying to squeeze into your abs. Flex that left glute. Deep breath in. Exhale. Right hip pulls back as well. Always focusing on your form in each direction. 2. And deep breath in. Exhale, last one from here. You're gonna extend your arms all the way out and over. Keep your left heel flexed, toes to floor. And from here, using your lats, pull the space all the way in towards your ribs. You can use your hands if it helps you activate more into that grip. Flex your left glute, pull your right hip back. It's exactly like holding the carriage out. Exhale and deep breath in. Go for 4. Exhale for 3. Last set of 2. Finish with one more. Exhale, stretch, reach all the way out, and smoothly come all the way to standing. From here, legs hip bone width and distance. Take a soft bend in your knees and Pilates roll down. Hands to floor. Give yourself a moment to hang heavy. Just feel everything that we've cultivated in activation. Now get a chance to release. Smoothly taking your hands to the floor, walk your knees all the way down. Find the mat, and from here, grab right away the right weight into your right hand. You can either keep your toes flexed or you can let them flatten. It's whatever works for you. You're gonna take your right arm up, take an inhale, exhale, stretch, tricep extension right away, breathing into bend, and exhale, pressing out. Moving right away into our arm warm-up, focusing on keeping the upper body stable. You want to stretch with the same intention that you would have in using a strap in your right hand. Pressing on out. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale to bend. Hold your right arm out. Now extend your left leg out. Take a full breath in. Bend on your exhale. Stretch forward. Reach your left leg from the floor, contracting your glute. When you lower down, you return to that tricep extension. Deep breath in. Exhale. Ribs knitted together. Pull in and press all the way out. Don't work on getting the leg higher than your hip bone, sit bone alignment. Work though to get the arm framing the temple right next to you. You want to get bicep to ear as much as possible. Deep breath in, exhale. Work through your abs. As you stretch on out, this is the opportunity to find that levelness, that parallel, press, reach, reach. Come all the way back in and stretch out last time. Hold the extension. Take your weight all the way down. Keep the head of the weight as is so you can extend your right arm out. Stretch through your left toes. And from here, you're going to touch the floor on the right side and then lift right up behind your hip alignment. Touch down and lift. Deep breath in and exhale, overcrossing, making sure that you're still stretching out through that right arm. There's no bend. Get further if you need. Final set here of 2 and exhale. Go for a last one. Stretch all the way out. Find the floor first. Release your weight down second. Lower your forearms down all the way third. Lift that left leg all the way back up and off. And from here, you're going to touch down to the right, lift all the way up, touch down to the left, drawing a rainbow arc up and over, parallel to your thigh, working through your glute and your stomach wall. Hips are back. Weight is centered. You don't want to be shifting from side to side. There's a little bit of this action going as you transition your left leg over to the right and over to the left. That's going to work. That's supporting glute. But try to keep as much as you can your knee supported under your hip. You're not pushing your hip out over top of your mat. Go for a last set of 2. Finish with 1 more. Side sweep the leg over towards that left. Hold it here on the left. Turn your right forearm all the way in. Stack your left hand into the floor so you can support yourself here. Lifting your left leg all the way up and off the ground. Once you're here, you're maintaining the fullest stretch of your leg that you can. You're going to flex your foot and you're going to turn the leg to a full parallel. Hold your parallel here. Check it out if you need with your eyes. Take an inhale, lower halfway down, and exhale, lift. Contract your glute in both directions. You're pushing down, pulling up, full stretch. There should be no bend in that left knee whatsoever. And you should be feeling this from your core, obliques, even lats, back, for sure glute. Final set here of 3. Exhale, lift. 2. 1 more. Inhale and exhale, lift and lengthen. Take your leg all the way to the floor. Knees open and child's pose. Take a stretch and just allow for your hips to sink into your heels. Push your hands into the floor to create that resistance where you're elongating in opposition. And then when you're ready, from here, you're going to unravel, coming all the way up, taking your yoga block, and right away bringing your yoga block underneath your left hand. You can stack it in any height that you wish. From here, you're going to take a full breath in, knees underneath those hip bones, separate them hip bone width and distance. Stretch on up, pushing into your yoga block, reaching your right arm all the way up into a full extension, full twist. Come all the way down, find your floor. Deep breath in. Find the ground and push into the block to open up your chest, to activate through your back, through your shoulder stability. Go for a last set here of 2. And exhale. Coming all the way down. From here, we're going to set up right away for the second side. So just making sure that you do have your weight for that left hand. I'm going to swap my settings so that you can see the exact same movement and follow along super clearly. Keeping your yoga block close by, making sure it's just somewhere on the floor in front of you. Your knees are stacking underneath your hips. You can either have your feet flexed or relaxed. You want to have right away the left elbow up towards your ribs. Take a full inhale and exhale. Stretch back. tricep extension. Shoulders are square, that right lat is working. You want to alleviate wrists having to overflex by not pushing your bones down or allowing yourself to sink. You're using the floor to activate how your arm is pressing down to pull you up. So opposition, you're working against gravity. Go for a last one here. Take a full stretch, hold your left arm long, extend your right leg all the way out, find the floor, fully flex your toes down, activate through your glute, squeeze it. Inhale to bend. On your exhale, we extend. Right leg with left arm. Arm goes next to temple, right leg lifts from the core and glute. Don't swing from your back, and make sure the right knee is never bending. Exhale. Deep breath in. Stretch your arm, reach. Don't throw the movement, really try to functionally work the stability of your shoulder. Mobility, we almost all have. We can throw our movement forward. You want to control, like you're pushing and then pulling in. That's going to get your abs to work a lot more. Last one here, stretch and reach. Come all the way back in. Taking your weight all the way up forward, extend, lift, lower the weight, press your left hand into it, the left arm is long, and from here, you're gonna take your leg and you're gonna go all the way into a stretch of your toes. Take a full breath in, lower down towards that left, exhale, lift up. Staying centered. Feeling this overcross come from your right inner thigh, glute, and abs. Now connect with how you're pressing that left hand down to activate through your arm. Stretch on out. Get that full reach happening for 2. Last one from here. Lower and lift. Taking your weight to the floor, find the floor. Lower right away, forearms down to the ground. Take a full breath in. And lift all the way up and off, toes pointing, drawing that arc of a rainbow up towards the left, up towards the right. Notice again how you're stretching it through your spine. You don't want your body weight just sinking into either leg or arms. You want to press away from the floor. At the same time, pushing down through that left shin is going to help keep your hips lifted. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Go for a last 2. Holding your leg all the way up here. You're now going to turn the left forearm in. Take your right hand to the mat. Flex your foot. Find that full parallel. Stretch on out and lower halfway down and lift. You're staying on an angle of about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Keeping your hips in the same place, making sure not to arch your spine more than you're neutral. Making sure to press down through that left forearm and right arm, supporting through your lats. Exhale, squeeze the glute and go for a last sit here of 2. Finish one more here. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift, and smoothly bring your toes all the way back to the floor. Take your knee to the ground, walk your yoga block all the way in. Knees separate, that hip bone width and distance. Yoga block under the right hand. Breathe in and exhale, twist. Sit bones back. Give yourself even a moment to lightly arch so that when you twist, you're not tucking. You're twisting from the waist, growing longer through the torso. I see a lot of people start to sink like this here. It could be as minimal as this, and they're twisting, and yes, they're twisting into their waist, but you want to feel that you're always opening up, lengthening through not just your back, your spine, but your joints. You want to get those ribs and hips lengthened using your abs. Glutes staying back, because glutes that are tucked don't work. Go for a last set of 2. Deep breath in, press down through that right arm. Feel your upper back work. Stretch, twist, and come all the way down. Take your block, Bring it to the side and give yourself a stretch. Hands behind you, just pushing your tailbone up, allowing any variation that feels good for you. From here, take your knees, stack them right underneath your hips. Take your hands to the floor. We're gonna go right away into a tabletop lift. Hold your positioning, take a full breath in. On your exhale, you're gonna stretch your heels back. Press right away into an upper downward dog. Breathe in to hold and stay. On your exhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, float your tabletop. Inhale and exhale. Upper back long, stretching right through the arms. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, hold the tabletop. One more from here. Breathe in. Keep your legs soft and walk one hand at a time in towards your legs. Knees softly bending. Take an inhale. Get heavy through your hips and exhale. Unravel one vertebrae at a time. Come all the way to standing. From here, you're going to take your block, using it for our standing support. You're going to grab your weights and make your way all the way up to standing. Now, for the series, you can do this without the block. If your balance is just being a little too challenged today, do it without the block for sure. We're starting with the right foot set up directly on top of the yoga block. The left toes come in. Now, my right leg is standing where the foot's flat, and in order to accommodate the height that the block provides, notice my left toes are flexed, the heel is lifted. So this is going to be the position. You're right here, lifted. The right knee has a soft bend. The left leg is fully long, and you want to activate through your muscles, glute muscles. So you're stretching left hip down. The right leg, again, it stays in a soft bend. Check your posture first. Lift your arms all the way up. Find your cactus position. Take a full inhale. On your exhale, open your arms, palms facing into the ears. Take an inhale, close your arms back into that forearm plank position. Exhale. Wrists are always following the elbows in this cactus. You're opening, knuckles face out, wrists look in, close, forearm plank, elbows stacked under wrists. Don't let the wrists start to get more narrow. Keep them over top of those elbows. Go for 2, and deep breath in. Exhale, last one from here. Open, taking your arms all the way back to that front forearm plank. Turn your palms to face all the way in. Send your hips back. Just a soft little hip hinge is all you need to then extend your left leg up off the floor, full stretch behind you. This is going to be your movement. You're going to take your toes down, align your hips under, stretch your arms to the ceiling. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, you pull down, find that forearm plank position, stretch your leg all the way out, hold the position, and come all the way back up. So your hip hinge is always something that you're looking for. You reach, you're in vertical, you pull down. When the hips go back, the ribs follow. The left leg gets light, we lift it. The right knee is always soft. Breathe in, find the floor. Exhale, stretch. Pull down like you're pulling resistance from that ceiling. Lift, last time. Take your arms, hold the cactus position, but turn your wrists back into a forearm plank position. Take your left leg all the way up, lower your arms down, shoulders draw up and back. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, as your leg goes into a side sweep to 9 o'clock, you stretch your arms all the way out, pull all the way back in, and go right into that rond de jambe, back behind 6 o'clock with your left toes. 9 o'clock, stretch, reach. Pull all the way in, and exhale, lengthen. Deep breath in, and exhale, stretch. This is a lot of work for that standing right glute in support. You want to feel that you're stretching through your abs. You're using tension, not just gravity, to work the arms in 2 directions, reaching that left leg back, moving like you're in water. Last time, breathe in, exhale, stretch. Take your arms in, and from here, lift your torso all the way up. Keep a soft bend in your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Try to stay right here in a vertical position with your spine. Arms are going to lift, and you're going to circle that left leg up and around. For 8, 7, don't tilt to the right. Keep your right leg soft. Extend the left leg fully out. For 2, and reversing the direction. Deep breath in and exhale, circling up and around. Not too big, definitely directional. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your left foot to the floor and right away, extend your right leg all the way back. Send your arms long, find your lunge. Left knee again over top of your heel, making sure it's just a little bit back from being directly over top of your ankle. From here, palms towards the ceiling. Deep breath in, lower the arms. On your exhale, draw a teardrop circle up and around. Inhale to lower, exhale up and around. Feel this work right through the shoulder blades, stretching up and back. Stomach wall staying tight, ribs closed. Right butt, squeeze it. The left works automatically because it's your supporting leg. You want your back leg to be also activated. Last set of 2. Deep breath in and exhale, circle up and around. From here, take your weights in. Relax your right heel. Give yourself a soft, light micro rebound and come all the way to standing. We're gonna set up right away to the second side. So again, the yoga block is your support. Your left foot's gonna be on the block. You're gonna have your right toes flexed with that high half toe position / high heel position. Your left knee has a soft micro bend in it so that you can weigh into that stretch of your right leg. Feel this positioning right here. Take a full breath in, roll your shoulders down and exhale. Activate through your core. Find right away from here a cactus position. You're gonna hold this posture and we're gonna start right away just by opening up and closing. Knuckles facing out, wrists facing in as you open. Expand through the chest, grow your neck long. Feel this work through your abs as you maintain stability. For 3. Last set of 2. Wrists over top of elbows. Taking your arms all the way forward from here. You're going to simply turn your wrist to face in, lower down just a little bit, and take an extension as your right leg reaches back. Your arms are in this position of elbows staying bent to wrist. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, find the floor. Extend your arms, reach all the way up. Like you're gripping tension from the ceiling. Pull your arms down. Right leg reaches all the way and back. Full stretch and full squeeze of that right glute in both directions. Lift. Check that the left knee is always soft. Hips go back, ribs follow. You pull down, shoulders back, ribs knitted in. Now start to notice the difference on this side here. You want to feel as much as you can where your body is struggling more, where it's moving more easily, maybe where you are cheating a little bit. Try to get in tune. From here, taking your arms all the way up. One last time, breathe in. And on your exhale, lower your arms down, find that 90-degree cactus. Take your right leg all the way up. And from here, you're gonna reach all the way out towards a 3 o'clock angle. Breathe in and exhale right towards 6 o'clock. Hold the stability, shoulders drawing down and back. Lifting your arms just a little higher. Exhale. Keeping your right thigh in parallel, working for this full stretch. Last 2, and exhale. On your last one, see if you can just find that 3 o'clock. Lift on up, keep your arms lifted, palms face in, and we're gonna circle up and around. 8, 7, 6, keeping your torso vertical. Ooh, working your balance. Stretching your right leg further out so your hip doesn't get crunched. Hold at the top and reverse for 8, 7, 6. Grow your neck long. Shoulders down. Use your back. Last 3, last 2, last 1. From here, take your right foot to the floor. Bring your arms in. Step your left foot back. Right knee is again over top of your heel, left toes are flexed. Stretch your arms all the way out and down. Take your palms all the way up to the ceiling, shoulders draw down and back. From it here, inhale. Circle your arms this time all the way out, lower, and exhale, lift right next to your waist. Not too wide, directional and stretched out. You're always trying to increase your length. As your arms reach back, stretch your torso forward, extend and lengthen. Now contract the left butt. You want that butt of that long left leg working. Right hip pulls back. Exhale, stretch. Last set here of 3. Control the opening. Don't let the arms drop. Keep them lifted, 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 lower down like you're moving through water. Stretch all the way out and back. And from here, take your weights all the way in. Drop your left heel. Give yourself a soft little rebound. Nice little stretch. When you're ready, exhale, come all the way to standing. Reach your arms down. Open up through your stance. Keep your knees lightly bent and drop chin to chest. Come all the way down. Find your floor. If it feels good to also use your yoga block in any way to stretch your hamstrings, feel free to use it. Making sure that, again, you're not pushing your hips behind your heels, your knees stay lightly bent so that you can always articulate an arch through your spine. When you're ready, bend your knees. Get your hips to get heavy so that your legs can do the unraveling work, bringing your torso all the way up. Take a full stretch. Reach your arms to the ceiling, full breath in. And from here on your exhale, extend all the way out. Take your arms all the way down. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this Sculpt class here on the mat. The goal of this class is really to bring that intention into your lower body, activating through your core, using, of course, weights to sculpt the upper body. These are exercises that have the double effect of stretching while strengthening you. If you have any questions about the class, any questions about the movement, leave them for me in the comment section below. I love to hear from you and get to know you. If this is your first time here on Burn Pilates, I invite you to subscribe, take classes with me, and develop a personalized practice with classes that range from mat work to standing work to reformer inspired and everything in between for your Pilates practice. Have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And guys, I will see you at the next burn.